What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. And right now we're going to be talking about the best wide receivers, the elite versions of the wide receivers to pick at launch of Madden 23 Ultimate Team Day 1. Now, you can look at the list very, very clearly, and I know a lot of you guys are wondering, with the regs ratings of the wide receivers, Devonta Adams was a 99 and Kupp was a 98. And everybody's like, why would you, make Kupp better in MUT than Devonta Adams? If you guys remember, when the video that I spoke to you guys about it, it's completely two different teams. The MUT team can do whatever they want because theoretically it's fantasy, because you're bringing players that are no longer alive. You got the legends, you got different promos. You can do whatever you want in Madden Ultimate Team. So the discrepancy here is not a big deal, but I just wanted to make sure everybody understood that it's not unusual for the cards to be different. All right, so we're going to go through the cards, and I'm going to explain to you guys why I feel day one you should have these cards. Now, remember, there are going to be challenges. There are going to be different ways for you to get some of these items relatively cheap, but not more than a few. Because it looks like this year they took away a lot of the advantages of being able to save money in Madden Ultimate Team. So let's go ahead and jump right into it with the first one here. We're going to take a look at Kupp and his ratings. Now, I know what a lot of you guys are saying. Bro, 85 speed, that's pretty faster than what he was last year. But last year, his elite was an 80. So it's not like you can give him lower speed as the Super Bowl MVP. Just put him in mud as guard. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense. You have to give him his due. I'm telling you right now, with the way that this is set up and the free card that you get, that free Kupp card, it's very, very difficult to say if it really matters to choose the other card for free as opposed to just going after this elite. Because the version of the Kupp that has the built-in slot apprentice, we have to wait to see what these elite cards and their buckets and all that stuff, what they have, before we make a determination. Remember, the pack that gives you the free 87 card if you pre-ordered Madden 23 All Madden Edition before July 22nd, that version of the card with the built-in ability, you don't have to open the pack and choose one right away. You see what I'm saying? So you can wait to see what goes on with the game, how the game plays, before you make that decision. So just always remember that. I think he's highly usable with that speed at launch, especially with the fact that he's a playmaker, which is going to open up a lot of different things with the card. I would say he runs routes very, very clean. I would have rather him be a route technician type dude, route runner. But playmaker, it is what it is, because he's definitely a playmaker, and we all know that. Moving right along, Devonta Adams, we all know what he's about. Usually they jip him on his speed. So for him and Kupp to be the same speed, I was like, yo, what are they doing? Is somebody high, drunk? Like, let me know, pass that thing. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, what's going on? But again, he's probably rated as one of the best, if not the #1 receiver in the league, because of the fact that he can play inside, he can play outside. He's good no matter where he is on the field. Kupp primarily plays around in the slot, and he's a playmaker, but mostly he's not usually lined up on the outside. So that's why Devonta Adams usually gets the edge in the real football world. But this is Madden Ultimate Team. So is he going to be suitable at launch? As a deep threat, I don't really like him as a deep threat because he's an undersized player as far as like mossing dudes. I'm looking for 6'5", 6'6", things like that. So that's a little bit out of what I do in my realm with the GmiasWorld streak. So it is what it is. I don't like his archetype. So if I'm looking for somebody to get open, I probably wouldn't go with him as a player, because I'm already going to have my outside receivers. And speaking of my inside guys, because my little guys are going to be Tyreek Hill and maybe Waddle on the inside with that super fast speed, because Tyreek is so fast to start the year. I think he was like an 89 speed last year to start. But this is really, really good speed based on the way they're going. We know the whole power-up situation, so more than likely, this is going to be it in addition to the theme team, and then we have to see what the strategy cards do. So he would more likely be a slot guy for me. In some cases, maybe he would play outside if the speed differential is just so much more than my opponent. When I look at his defensive back, I may put him on the outside, but 87 speed is more than enough, bro. He's definitely somebody I would recommend at launch because he's going to make people rage because he's just that fast. Moving right along, we all know Jamar Chase. Now, in my opinion, he was one of the most lethal deep threats in the game. All right. Another thing with playmaker with Tyreek Hill, that's kind of weird. I thought he'd be a deep threat too, but they did throw a lot of screens and stuff to him before he went to Miami with Kansas City, but primarily he was a deep threat. But this guy is a true deep threat. Love the speed. I love everything about the card. It seems like if you're a Bengal themed team at launch, you may have a lot of fun having him at 88 speed. If they do give strat cards, it may even get better. So definitely keep an eye out on that, but I don't know how many Bengal themed teams there are. You guys got to let me know about that. How many of you guys go in Bengals theme team at launch? Let me know. But this is a really, really good card, and he's going to cause a lot of rage as well. Moving right along, we all know about Justin Jefferson. I didn't like the 83 speed. I do like the deep route, short route, and medium route being almost at that 85 tier because that's really huge. I just don't like the speed. And the fact that they made him a deep threat, and I think he should be a route runner, that also kind of aggravated me, but that's besides the point. The bottom line is he's a usable card, but if you're not going Vikings theme team, I don't know how 83 speed will fare against some of the faster teams that's people are going to have at launch, and I want to put my viewers in the best possible position. So because of the lack of speed, I would say a slot receiver, but I don't like the archetype because you won't get those lower priced abilities as far as like route tech and stuff like that because of the deep threat aspect of it. Moving right along, Stefon Diggs, playmaker, I would say route runner. I don't know. Like I said, I see this dude burn dudes on a regular basis, so I don't really know. I like the speed. Again, deep route 85, medium, and short route 83, 82. I think that that's okay. I would have liked to see him also be a route runner. Because when I think about Stefon Diggs, I think about route running. I think about the route tree and stuff like that. So I don't know what the whole playmaker archetype is going to entail. We have to wait to see, but I don't like it based on what I know with real football. Is he a playmaker? Yes, but for MUT purposes, I think I would prefer a route, pretty much a route runner. Moving right along, DeAndre Hopkins, solid physical guy, but undersized. Okay, so I'm not going to be mossing with this guy. Will he make good plays? Probably. I would not put him on the outside. He's not burning anybody with an 83 speed, so I would more than likely leave him as a slot guy, physical if you were going to use him. But again, I don't like the lower speed amount. I don't like the 83, but, is he a usable card? Yes, but I would not recommend him at launch. All right, moving right along, Deebo Samuel, we know he's a playmaker. The dude's a running back. He was doing whatever he wanted. 84 speed seems very, very low for me. I think this guy is an unbelievable player. He's all around. I don't know if we can argue about any archetype that they give him because he's so versatile. But again, I'm just very, very happy that he got his money. Now let's see what he can do for the Niners. And then to round it out, this guy's going to be a guy we're going to be mossing with. Everybody's familiar with this guy. 6'5", big body, ready to go. He's definitely, I don't even care about the rest of his ratings. 84 speed is more than enough for me, so we're good to go with that. And pretty much, I'm going to have him on the team. He's going to be there to start because he's 6'5", and he meets the criteria. All right, so he will be on the team. And then finally, A.J. Brown, no sir. I guess EA doesn't really like Eagles, because this is a very, very low speed to give him. And they gave him decent route running, but that speed is like a slap in the face. Because I literally see A.J. Brown burn dudes, but it is the beginning of MUT, and there's so much more to come. I'm going to tell you guys right now, you're going to want to subscribe, turn on post notifications, become a member, do all that good stuff. And also on Twitter, you have the capability of now super following me. If you want to get, your answers on the go and you tweet me, I'll definitely hit you back as soon as possible. Thank you guys and girls for watching. Go ahead and have a blessed day. Until next time, one love, y'all.